This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1598. Let's Get Real by Amber Waugaman of livingdeeplywithamber.com. And I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, reading you blogs every single day of the year to help you live a more meaningful life. Today's article is from a brand new author to the show. Tell you more about Amber right after the reading. So for now, let's hear our very first post from her as we optimize your life. Let's Get Real by Amber Waugaman of livingdeeplywithamber.com. This is a topic that has been near and dear to my heart lately. The cultural norm in the US is to be agreeable, polite, and likable, which means we shy away from being transparent and honest. Honesty can have negative connotations, but I'm talking about tactful, genuine, straightforward, transparent communication. Speak from the heart. Let others speak from the heart. Understand that there will be differences, and that is okay. Let's reduce the amount of BS in politics we each have to sift through in this information overloaded, overstimulated environment and be real, genuine, transparent people with each other. Let's create deep, meaningful human connections with each other. The environment screams inefficiency and so much time is wasted. Hello, one of my biggest pet peeves. Unfortunately, instead of keeping their eyes on the bigger picture, this time-wasting nonsense keeps everyone running in inefficient circles, frustrates everyone, and lowers morale. Don't you ever wonder why people don't just get to the point? Egos are a gentle thing to navigate in the business world. The idea of let's get real is very applicable to the non-work world as well. The norm is to appease everyone and to be likable. An example, your friend asks you to do something and you're not interested, but you don't want to hurt their feelings. You still want to be liked and invited to future events, so you don't give a direct answer, you give a non-committal answer. Or maybe you feel like you need to overshare and make excuses. Your friend eventually shrugs it off to you being flaky. The other side of this situation is you are too agreeable and too accommodating and do everything that anyone asks of you. Maybe you aren't clear on your own interests and values. Maybe self-awareness scares you because it will drudge up things that you don't want to discover. Maybe you're just comfortable being molded by everyone else. This can be a fine line to ride because it could lead to resentment and a low sense of self-confidence. This idea of transparency in all aspects of life is really important to me. Why do we want to waste our time with nonsense? How much do we really need to sugarcoat things? Transparency and honesty build trust and respect. Another way this idea of let's get real played out in my life was when I made the move from New York City to Vermont. Let me paint a picture for you. Living in New York City means you can hide. You can keep all aspects of your life in separate buckets. Work bucket, personal bucket, dating bucket, gym friends bucket, etc. You never have to worry about these buckets crossing paths with each other. The city is just too large. In New York City, you have the ability to keep certain aspects of your life as private as you want. Small town rural Vermont is quite the opposite. Everyone knows all aspects about you. They know where you work, and they know all of your coworkers. They know where you live, who you're dating, and what you do in your spare time. Worlds colliding, big time. I can't hide anymore. I have no more private buckets. I had to get used to everyone knowing all my business all of the time. This was a big thing for me after spending 11 years in New York City. A true lesson in honesty and transparency. When I spoke with my therapist about this brand new situation of worlds colliding and expressed my lack of confidence in how to navigate this new rural living way, she provided some very useful insight that I had never considered before. She said that I am the type of person who fits into this environment super well because of my honest and genuine nature. She told me that the most important thing I can do in this environment is to genuinely speak my truth. As like most people, there are many times where I am scared to express my true honesty. I don't know how people will take it, but their response is not mine to take responsibility for, and I've never felt well equipped to handle difficult conversations. New York City was a perfect atmosphere for me to hide in my bubble. Fortunately, everyone in Vermont is used to this world's colliding atmosphere. I was the one who had to accept this new reality. Now that I'm in this environment, I feel the urgency to express more honesty and transparency and to genuinely speak my truth. In my mind, there are two critical things that need to happen in order for this idea of let's get real to work. Number one, we as a society need to learn to communicate effectively and not shy away from difficult conversations. And number two, we need to not take things personally. Shake it off, let go, and move on. Learn to communicate effectively and get comfortable with it. It takes practice. There are several books, classes, and workshops out there on this. About a year ago, I attended a workshop in New York City on navigating difficult conversations, and it was fantastic. Stay tuned for future posts on this topic. Don't take anything personally. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. Be confident in who you are and what you're doing. Know your motivations. Remove the ego. Be willing to admit that you're wrong. Be willing to accept open criticism in the workplace. People don't want to feed into your ego nonsense. They just want to get their job done and live their life. Speak your truth from the heart and be done. Don't ruminate. Push for honesty and genuineness from others. Set that expectation. Learn to ask clear, direct questions. Set the example and do it yourself. No judgment. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Create a safe space for others to be themselves. And stop being so reactive. Take a chill pill. Understand that it's okay to respond with, hey, I want to sit with this for a little bit and gather my thoughts. I'd like to reconvene this conversation with you at a later time when it can be more productive for both of us. You just listened to the post titled, Let's Get Real by Amber Waugaman of livingdeeplywithamber.com. Now really quick, is your home Wi-Fi struggling to keep up? Can it handle streaming, gaming, video conferencing, and homeschooling? What about all at once? Sounds like it's time for a Wi-Fi upgrade. Bring your Wi-Fi up to speed with Orbi WiFi 6 from NETGEAR. Wi-Fi 6 is a whole new kind of Wi-Fi. It's the latest tech that gives you the fastest speeds possible, even as you connect more and more devices throughout your home. That means you'll be able to stream without buffering, eliminate lag while gaming, and connect more devices to your Wi-Fi than ever before. It's like upgrading your Wi-Fi to first class. If you're ready for the best Wi-Fi ever, you can get it today from NETGEAR and never worry about Wi-Fi again. Check out Orbi WiFi 6 at netgear.com/bestwifi. That's netgear.com/bestwifi. I have that linked in this episode's description. And a little more about Amber. After 11 years of living in New York City, she decided she needed to live more aligned with her interests and values, so she moved to Vermont, like you heard, and started from scratch, taking a new job and moving to a brand new place without knowing anyone. Her website is about how and why she made the life change and other thoughts on living deeply, authentically, and finding fulfillment in the present moment. Come by Amber's site, livingdeeplywithamber.com. I have that linked in this episode's description. And thank you to her for giving me permission to narrate her articles. And that'll do it for today. Have a great day, great weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you tomorrow for Minimalist Monday, where your optimal life awaits.